You know, I never would have thought that I would actually be this hyped for Cyberpunk 2077, and yet here I am. I was one of those people that was like, oh, you know, the game looks cool, looks interesting, definitely want to, check it out, but I just had this weird sneaking suspicion that maybe things might go wrong, that it's not going to be as good as it seems, or at the very least, it might be the type of game that I personally am not going to be a fan of. But I guess we'll truly find out once it drops. Speaking of when it drops, the team at Cyberpunk, they tweeted out that it was going to drop midnight GMT. So on the East Coast, that means 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it's gonna actually be December 9th as opposed to December 10th, which is the actual release. And so, even before even knowing that, the reason I made this video is to talk about why I chose to play Cyberpunk on Google Stadia as opposed to any other console or platform. As you probably already know, I've been making some videos about Stadia, and I even did a live stream of Jedi Fallen Order on Stadia. You know, links will be in the bottom, in the description. Just saying, check those out. I did also an unboxing for the Premier Edition because I received that free through a promotion. Basically, I chose Stadia because I didn't want to deal with updates, I didn't want to deal with any of that. The only major issue that I could see through Stadia is just, internet. If your internet isn't too great, it'll suffer. The quality will suffer, unfortunately. That's just the sad reality. On top of that, if you have a data tier plan where there's a limit, you could easily pass that on Stadia, especially if you're trying to stream stuff in 4K HDR 5.1 audio if you have Pro. Obviously, you don't need Pro subscription to be able to enjoy Stadia. You can just use Stadia for free and buy the games that you want to and play those games as you want to. It's not like you need a Pro subscription in order to play online or anything like that. The Pro subscription just gets you access to higher streaming quality as well as being able to get free games every month. So that being said, with consoles, it's gonna be releasing midnight local time. Now I know this sounds like, oh yeah, I'm basically picking Stadia because of timing and stuff like that. Oh, you get it at the same time as PC. That's not all there is to it. There's also the fact that it's launching with the PC version. So the implication, at least I hope the implication is, it's gonna be more or less on par with the PC version of the game. So as some of you may know or may not know, I have a mid-range gaming laptop. It's very decent when it comes to running games. For the most part, 1080p, 60 frames per second, very solid experience. I'm in love with this laptop. I'm glad I have it. However, at some point, I would definitely love to upgrade to a full desktop, actual legit gaming PC experience. In part because of that, I would prefer to play the game on PC. But because I have a semi-decent rig, it's not exactly ideal. That's why I've been advocating for Stadia, because I have pretty good internet connection and it's pretty mind-blowing how well things seem to be on Stadia in terms of one-to-one type of things, as well as latency and lag. I really honestly thought I wouldn't get Cyberpunk at launch, but things worked out in such a way that it really changed my mind. With the release coming up, the hype has really gone up. I am scared of it being overhyped. I've never played a CD Projekt Red game before. I have The Witcher 3 and I hear it's amazing. I can't get into it right now because I'm already playing all these other games, and then Cyberpunk's right around the corner. I would love to play everything. I wish I had the time for that, but unfortunately I don't have the time. Will I eventually get it on another platform? I think I will. The PS4 version is gonna get an upgrade so that it's gonna be compatible with the PS5. It'll have PS5 specific upgrades, and I'm very excited for that. So I think I'll actually play the game on PS5 once that update comes out. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna go for Stadia because it's gonna be a bit more instant. Just all depends on my internet connection, which again, typically is very solid for the most part, very fast for the most part. And Hopefully when the PS5 upgrade comes about, I'll have already either A, beaten the game, and then I can just do a whole completely different run. There's 3 different life paths in the game. So there's Nomad, Street Kid, and Corpo. I'm hoping that, you know, I'll probably pick, I don't know, Street Kid or Nomad on my first playthrough on Stadia. And then eventually when I get the PS4 version and with the PS5 upgrades, I'll do, you know, maybe Corpo or whatever other one I hadn't done. There's also different classes in the game, which should be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's basically where I stand with that. I don't know if you'll agree with me. You might think I'm dumb. I don't really know. I just figured it made sense for what I want. I don't have a crazy PC that can run the game with all the ray tracing and cool stuffs. I do have a PlayStation 5. I definitely expect to get it, to play it on there at some point. But at launch, and considering it's launching early on PC and Stadia, you know, I wanna be able to get my hands on it as soon as possible. And the best way to do that, considering I don't have a crazy PC, is Stadia. Maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you'll disagree. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. If you want to see more, give the video a like, subscribe, tell me that you want more. Okay, I love you, bye-bye. Okay, I love you, bye-bye now. 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 Okay.